like that. You want to talk about a messed up freaking deal. And she's not the only one. There's quite a few up there that works at IAC has not got any unemployment whatsoever, and they're still trying to get it. That goes to the Social Security, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pain in the butt to get them to do anything. You know, you talk to them or anything else. Once you do get the stuff, you don't want to screw it up, and that's why I asked the lawyer about a couple days that will let bother some of these forms up there. She goes, she went back and cannot bother any of this stuff you've done. Don't worry about it. So. Every time she gets to talk to somebody or something like that, they're the same answer. She gets the same answer. They're working on it. They're working on it, the best they can and all there, and they'll be in touch. Right. The Medicare and everything else, to get that stuff right. I mean, that's a pain in the butt. And like I told myself, I hit your mouth on the phone. I want to see something in print, email or something here that I can print out. I said, this stuff by mouth seems to never get done, and nothing comes out of it. I tell you, that is a joke when you gotta change over to Medicare and all that there, because they got so much crap out there. You don't know if it's legit or not. You really don't even know, what kind of coverage you really, you got and all there, because there's so much of that crap out there. You don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent. You just don't know. I get one all the time. I answered one this morning just for giggles. Man said, you hear talking about, where it's like, in a big room, and we're giving you a wellness check thing. I said, I've been to the doctor last month, whatever. Well, we're doing this and we're doing that. I said, what did I just tell you? Oh, okay, bam, hang the phone up. Yeah, W4DOG. W3M jab. I know one thing, that's the biggest scam artist I've ever seen, because they get one from Arlington, one from Centerville, and one from another place, and they got 4 numbers they roll through, and they're all the same places. You been getting any calls lately where they want to sell your house? No. I get them in the mail occasionally, where they want to buy the house, or do you want to sell your house? I got this occasionally, but not much anymore. I've been getting them for the last couple of months. Every now and then, they want to sell my house. Am I interested in selling this and that and the other? And I said, oh my God, where the crap out of you? They occasionally don't have it very seldom. If they don't leave it on the answer machine, they just don't answer it. So, and luckily, most all the people I deal with, their true names show up on the caller ID. Well, I very seldom ever answer the house phone there unless I know who it is. If there's anything that I need to return the call, I'll return the call with Sharon Ann. I said, why do you answer that phone? She'll be, coming through the, I got it wall phone in the kitchen, so forth and all. I get there and she'll pick it up every time, and it's just bunch crap. And I said, why don't you just leave it alone? If does anybody really want you? Now leave a message on the answer service and you can call them back, whatever. I very seldom ever answer it anymore, because most of the time when we get any calls, it's a bunch of crap. Mine is like clockwork. At 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. I mean, it's just the same times every time. They never leave any message, never leave anything. I was going to put a couple of them in the do not call, but they're different numbers all the time. Well, they changed the number. You can block all you want to, but it doesn't do no good. The only way I found to do any good with mine, I just put the speaker on. It'll go through the beeping, for a while, then the high-pitched noise, and then it just goes to the other answer machine at the garage then. So it does do that occasionally. That's the only way to get rid of that, because it's going to do it again. Just about the time you're sleeping or whatever. Luckily, the earliest they call 8 or 8:30, but ridiculous. Yep, it sure is.
get rid of that, wasn't a muffly sound, but this mic just had so much bass in it. Not that the bass is way down, way below the zero stuff, and I brought everything up just one notch on most of it. And listened to it, recorded it, and listened to it in all those SDRs and stuff, and it sounded, I listened to it with like 3 watts and went up to like 50 watts, and I figured if you could hear it in a low wattage like that, it should be, hearable otherwise.
Well, yeah, it's cutting through pretty good there. I think I heard Steve.
Yeah. Wait for the amp.
No, you know better to get in here without the amp. I got a lot of room to talk, don't I?
Yeah, you do. I want to know, how come you sound so much more than Jeffrey? Jeff, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a cool day.
Right. Because I'm usually just about 5 minutes into the time I shut down, go to the SDR, and you come in here.
I know, I caught you that time.
Well, like I said, I told him I took one of those half-hour turn outs. I was up early and all, and I had to take the dog to the vet and all that kind of good stuff there, but we were still going there.
How's Annie doing?
There she had her ears where she was shaking her head a little bit there and all, and I said I knew she had something, didn't want to get any worse, so they cultured it out and said she had a yeast infection there. So she did that and got a rabies shots and all that good stuff there. So besides that, she's laying back behind me snoozing right now. So they've got a thing now, it's a 30-day thing rather than having to put the cream every day in their ears. So hopefully that'll be a lot better. And they say it works out well. She was doing it Sunday a little bit there, and she kind of wasn't too bad. Didn't really smell or anything, but the vet said, "Oh no, we got a rag there." And I said, they took her in the back room rather than the regular examining room there. And I said, "Yeah, she's gonna be a handful, I'll tell you." So I think they had to put the muzzle on her maybe there, because she don't want you to mess with her tail or mess with her ear. She don't like that.
Yeah, well, that's the way Molly was. She didn't I think got a little better. That's the way Molly was. We put that stuff in her ears, and they used to stink. She didn't like that. Or if I teased her a little bit, trying to play with her tail. She didn't like that.
She's the same way. Whatever, you want to cut her hair, but whatever on the back of her legs or ass, stuff. But she got like pull the tail there, and I brush the heck out of her, everything else. But once or twice a year, I end up getting scissors and cut and stuff there. And she said she's not real keen on that. That's how much a two-party thing.
Yep. And hello, dog, and whoever else on frequency.
What do you mean, whoever else is on the frequency?
Oh my goodness, I can't forget my neighbor, Michael J. Good evening.
What do you mean? How's everything over at those jars?
Oh, just simply lovely. What's going on with my antenna? Touch it up. There we go. So my antenna dried off, so the patch just kind of went down a little bit. Hello. Oh, there we go. Now, good. But that lives up at the, lives up, he's a gentleman who has the cabins, and he lives up at, up around White Plains, New York, or up around, well, maybe it ain't White Plains, and Buddy, can't think of the name of it now, but anyway, him and I were the only ones in here for about an hour. Then, and then Big Pete came in, and then doing that, and then it started to get a little lively on around about 2:30, something like that.
Brian,
Yeah, Brian.
okay. No Jimmy?
Savage was not feeling good, so I was told.
Uh-oh. Nope, he wasn't feeling good. He was flat on the back of the sofa. Oh, Lord.
Hey, Brian.
Hello, good evening, everybody, and Michael J.
Well, Brian, sorry I couldn't remember your name.
Don't feel bad. I forgot about Michael J a couple minutes ago. Anyway, good evening. That's why I said Michael J. I didn't want to get corrected.
Just that Steve and I are so close, it's, you know, I can't literally say we could throw a stone and hit each other's house, but pretty damn close to it.
Man, if you can throw a rock, what, about 20-something miles? You're pretty good.
If I could throw a rock 20-some odd miles, I'd have an awful lot of, football teams, trying to get my services.
Well, Phillies did get some good pitching.
The Phillies, the Eagles.
Yeah. I don't know how much of the local news you watch here, Michael J, but I watch a little bit of it, Channel 6 here, for about a half hour. And I saw some from the Bucks County, some cat. The 32-year-old, he had his mom.
Oh, joy.
Then he put it on YouTube, man, like a 10 or 15-minute video, and had his head in some bag. I'm like, I didn't see it, I only heard about it. It's like, that's gruesome. What are people doing?
What'd you say, Jeff?
And I heard about that also. Oh.
Man.
I don't know what to say about that, man.
What did he cut his head off with?
He had some kind of big knife or machete. And then they did catch him. They found him like 2 hours later out there in Lebanon. Out there, I guess, near east of Harrisburg.
Unreal. crazy crap going on out there.
Crazy people.
Evil people is what they are. Evil. When you do something like that, my God.
They can say what they want, but I still see some of that comes from all the family, games and everything else you kids play when they're young.
I do. I agree with you.
Yep.
Yep. It's got a lot to do with it.
When you were a kid, would you ever think of cutting somebody's head off?
No. No, not really.
When I was growing up, we didn't have all those video games. All we had was what was the first video game to come out? And the knobs on the two knobs on the game console. So it was like, what was it called, Pong or something like that?
I remember Pac-Man, some others.
Yeah, well, that too. Later on, Atari came out with Pac-Man, but that was about extended.
I was never a gamer, so I never got into